had this moment a little while ago where I was like, and I feel emotional talking about, which is so funny, but I was dealing with something. I can't even remember what it was. I was spiraling about something. I was worrying about something. And then I said to myself, I'm going to see the situation through the eyes of love. I'm going to see the situation through the eyes of love. I'm going to see the situation through the eyes of love. And I literally felt this shift. It was like I wore these goggles for a second, those rose colored goggles people often talk about. I feel like I was wearing them. And I'm looking around and I'm going, wow, all of a sudden, I actually am seeing the situation a completely different way. And you know what happened? From my right shoulder all the way up to the top of my head, I got this buzz and this fuzz, like this static feeling. It felt like, when you rub your hands together, like you're near a balloon and like you can make your hair staticky. It felt like that. The static feeling from my right side up to my head was so intense. And it was only on the right side. Right side, by the way, masculine energy. Okay. But I was like, whoa. And that was complete confirmation for me that seeing through the eyes of love will not only change me in the situation, but will actually change the situation itself as well. And one of the super cool things about this is when we can go, you know what? I am not going to allow fear to get in my way of me living my best life. I am not going to allow worry and what ifs to stop me from showing up as the person that I am now, because I know that I'm here to do something else. And I know that if I'm stuck and I'm small and I'm living in this self-doubt negative world, that I'm never going to be able to shine my light. And so what we need to do is remember that we have the power to change the way that we're looking at situations. That we can go, you know what? I'm going to look at this situation through the eyes of love, with the eyes of compassion and understanding. Working with Archangel Jophiel. Jophiel is such a beautiful high vibe angel. You can invite her in to come in and go, help me see the situation with beauty. Help me see the positivity within this. And there's never a wrong way of doing that. Literally, when I said, I'm going to see through the eyes of love, I'm going to see through the eyes of love. That's what I did. I didn't do any invocation, or I didn't have any like essential oil. And I didn't have any like of my sage or any of that. Like I didn't do any of that. I just went, this is my intention, is to see the situation differently with love. And then it happened.